talking to Ms. Alka Madan. She is the founder of Global Women Power, a nonprofit organization focused on educating, enhancing, and empowering women. This nonprofit started as Ms. Madan encountered numerous families and women from different cultures, yet the stories were similar, stories of domestic abuse and financial struggles. The key then was financial independence. Her goal since then has been to provide financial counseling for women, help them build credit, provide occupational training, mentor women towards developing leadership skills and financial independence. Ms. Madan, welcome to Sitaarre TV, and it's an honor and pleasure to talk to you today. Give me some background about your organization.
Kavita, thank you for having me over on Sitaarre TV. Global Women Power was started in 2015, and I happened to get into it because I was a professional life coach and I was counseling many families, many women, men, and sometimes you get tired of solving their day-to-day life problems, and I thought of changing the angle, basically more in women than in men, because men are already in the career world and they're focused on their career. So I thought, why not train women so that they get financial independence and they're more focused on their career and they grow in their own capacity. So that is how I started Global Women Power in 2015.
So what were the similar issues when you were looking at their financial? Did they not have careers, or were they focused on relationship issues rather than really taking care of themselves?
If I remember, a few individuals who really motivated me, their attitude was kind of stuck in their career, not having enough. As a result, fight is there, but the bottom line is, not enough to pay mortgage, to take care of kids, and, to advance and do what others are doing in their life. So they never thought that they can come out of that barrier. Okay. That thought was missing. Okay. So, you needed somebody to push it, that you might be able to change the scenario. Okay. So that is how I just started thinking, instead of wiping their tears, why don't you put strength in their backbone?
As you started to focus on financial issues and providing financial independence, what were some of the early things that you noticed changing?
See, I will take one particular example. So there was this cleaning lady. So she had few houses and she was just cleaning them, and she did not know that she can make use of computers. Okay. And can build up her Facebook page, or she can make a website and then have a database, and somebody can call people and can increase her business. And then also she can do her own financial bookkeeping, accounting by herself, and can send invoices and follow up and get the money. So as she changed her modus operandi, and then her business started growing. Okay. And instead of just being a cleaning woman, she became a professional woman. Okay. So that was a very good change, one example I remember.
As an organization, what does Global Women Power do for women strategically?
It took me a few years to establish that Global Women Power is not against manpower. It is putting all the women's power together, women in places, in position, and they can help women, those who are not in those privileged positions. So I went through various, ups and downs, trying to convince different women and their families. So what happened in the end of 2017, I got a proposal from Fremont City, Fremont City Resource Center, and they wanted me to be on their panel. So once I went on their panel, so as a result, strategically what I focused on, that Global Women Power should be like a hub where employers and people, those who want to hire people, give their job requirements, okay. And people, those who want jobs, they should come on the same platform and they should interact with each other.
Very nice.
So as a result, now in the beginning of 2018, I have about 1,000+ resumes I'm helping, and then I have close to 700 job requirements.
Very good. So almost a perfect fit, relatively, right? So the organization as a whole, Global Women Power, what are the 4 or 5 main things that are the mission, vision, and the key tasks that the company or organization is doing?
I will say basically all the ideas, they keep coming up, and then I share with my team over here, and I have one branch office in, or you can call a chapter in India. A few things which we did, we adopted one school in one of the village in India, and then we just adopted 65 children, and for that the money was raised by women working over here for giving food supplies to senior citizens. So I created job also, instead of raising funds just like that. So I created job for these women. They could supply food to the senior citizens, those who meet every week, and the funds we get we send to the school over there.
Okay.
And so what my idea is to make that school as a model school, and once that school becomes functional, then I want to involve all the non-resident Indians of that village to take care of that school, and then move from one village to another village. So this is one project which is going really well, and I see the results by my own eyes.
Yes. What are some of the other things that you are doing as far as concrete projects that you're, one is a very important networking thing that we all need more networking. Would you please talk about another concrete project like that?
Another concrete project is that, you know, we just put up some booths in different places. Like we put up a booth in Fremont Art Festival where we sat down in the open and then asked women to come over and talk about what is it that they are lacking in, and then they can, sometimes they don't even know that these are the things which can be easily learned, and then we gave career counseling.
Okay.
And for career counseling also there are other women, those who volunteer, and then they just tell that this is an open field. Another project which we did, we sent emails to different corporate houses. Like I remember one project we did for the eBay, where I told them that these are the returning mothers to the job because they were out of the job for 4 or 5 years because they were just taking care of the kids.
Yes.
But now they're trained in the latest technology, so they should be given that opportunity.
Oh, wow.
So eBay was good enough to, you know, hire 4 returning moms to the jobs. So my goal is, you know, strategically move with the corporate world, where I can just say that, you know, because already they have some reservation for minority category, you know, where women are considered as the minorities. Women-based businesses are promoted. Yes. So, but now I will be providing those women with, you know, essential training so that once they get in the field, they're successful.
Yeah, very good. And then another thing that you had mentioned as one of the vision and key tasks that the organization engages in is providing financial guidance and providing financial freedom and maybe financial counseling. So give me an example of one of the mission or projects that's focused on financial counseling.
In financial counseling also I have helped with, you know, giving small loans. So in a pool we have some money which other women organizations or women, they have given the money, so then I loan it to some other women for short duration. Okay. And then they give it back.
3 months, 6 months, a year, a couple of years?
Mostly a year.
Okay.
Because they make small installments which they can pay easily. So that is one financial help we are doing. And then for financial counseling also, sometimes they do not even know how they can build their credit. So there are some classes even provided by the Fremont Family Resource Center. So I'm acting as a bridge, telling them where to go and get that education. Okay. And then build up their career financially.
Anything related to housing, because housing is such a, you know, it's an important thing. You need to have a home to live in, or in a rental or a home where you function out of and in a safe environment, and then you can start to build on other things like, you know, having a job and things. Anything related to housing that has come up?
In housing also, I will say that Fremont Family Resource Center is also fully involved in providing shared accommodations and then housing together, and there are certain other projects also that are going on. So I think I will be promoting them because working with the government is rather easy than working independently. Yes. And other than that, also always through the network.
What are some of the upcoming projects? And I know there's, on your website you have the pencil project and a variety of other key initiatives. Would you talk about that?
So during the recession period, I happened to go to many schools over here, and I saw that schools are struggling to keep science there and keep certain projects over there because of the absence of financial needs. And then also they need people to volunteer to be chaperones and spend time with children for the reading and
Yes.
writing skills. So then those projects we have taken up, working with schools in Fremont and one or two in Oakland and San Leandro. So there,
Some Title I schools in
yes.
those areas.
So there our focus is not the girl child only, it is universal.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to in the coming year? What are your goals? Do you set initial targets?
My goal is, I'm very thankful to Sitaarre TV. They're giving me exposure, to take my message across, because this is not one person job. And then I want people to volunteer, come along, and people, those who can be financial supporters, they should be supporting. These are the two main things, because I need to increase the women power, I will not say manpower, and so that.
Which are the areas that you need financial assistance in for the whole team to function and then to provide the services?
I will say more, creating awareness. I'm surprised that people do not even know about their rights. Women, they do not know their rights, what they can do, what they can achieve. So these awareness campaigns, they need money.
Okay.
So I think once I start making people aware, then more and more financial problems will be resolved.
Yeah. Thank you for doing that. It's a wonderful initiative, and I wish it a lot of success.
Thank you very much.
I'm talking to Ms. Aarti Nanda. She represents the Indian chapter of Global Women Power. Ms. Nanda, can you tell me a little bit about what you do here at Global Women Power?
See, Global Women Power, right now we are in that creating awareness stage where I talk to people about what we are doing, because mostly whenever I come across people, I know that there's a need there and they want to help people, but they don't have a proper platform to how to go about it. In their own way, they are doing it already. I've seen people already, they are helping some student or doing a bit of their whatever they can do. But we are trying to kind of give them a platform where they can do it in a more organized way. We should all come together. If we unite, we can instead of struggling how to help this person, maybe in our own network we have people who are already there and they need their help, and they are in kind of helping each other.
Who's reaching out to you, and what kind of questions do they have or resources do they need?
Yeah, mostly it is about the resources, but we are diverting them to empower themselves.
Okay.
I go for studies, those who are not fully educated complete their education, and for that if they need any help, many of them I've found they are educated but they're not having that confidence or the skill to go out for their earnings.
Yes.
So that way we are trying to help them by talking to people who can equip them with the necessary training or skill enhancement so that they go for the jobs. So we are in that process right now.
Excellent. What are your biggest challenges, or what have been some of your success stories, or is that something that you think about as very positive?
Everyone is very receptive and they want to do something, but then somehow they are very enthusiastic and then the enthusiasm dies. So that is what I'm working on, that when I talk to people and they want to do something, so keep them motivated at that time and till the time we find somebody who's really wanting to do something, and then connect them to people who are there to help them.
You want to strike when the iron is hot.
Yes, yes, yes. So people talk. Yes, yes. We are also we are interested in social work, and then they get into their own zones. That is my biggest challenge.
Thank you, Ms. Nanda.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure talking to you.
I'm talking to Ms. Janvi Pradhan. She's a volunteer here and also got employment through Global Women Power. Janvi, it's a pleasure to talk to you. Tell me a little bit about how you work with Global Women Power and how it has empowered you.
Okay, so I work as a volunteer for Global Women Power. I teach senior citizens. I get to know what they think, actually, how they communicate, and that's how I am using it as a positive point, and I communicate with them. I teach them computer basics, which help them connect to the world, and it makes me feel happy that at least I am doing something for someone. Also, I do some knowledge transfer to the women who come over here, because some women are very, conservative, and they don't like to talk too much. But then when I give them a good knowledge transfer, they open up, they share their problems with me, and that's how I try to help them and make a little difference. This has helped me in a positive way. I have developed a lot in my communication skills, I would say.
And you also work at Global Women Power.
Yes, I do. So I do public relations for Global Women Power. Like, we held this computer class for senior citizens. I made a short brief note about it, gave it in a newspaper, and that's how we got some students coming over here, and this is how it has helped me in getting positive responses for my job.
Wonderful. It's a great job that you're doing here.
Thank you.
It's nice to see that there is actually an organization that works to, further education, financial success, and stability for women.
Yes. I am very happy to do this work over here. It gives me a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Janvi, for your time and talking to us at Sitaarre TV, and I wish you the best in your future.
Thank you so much. Nice talking to you.
The most important message by Global Women Power is to become financially independent, financially stable. Because once you have financial stability in life, you get all the ideas how to advance in your career, in your future, how to help yourself, your children, your family, and other people. The society network, the charity, everything begins at home. So my message is, come to our website, globalwomenpower.com, or contact us and help us either by becoming volunteers or taking help or donating. Thank you.